Yes, it's that time again, man. What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Jay, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Today, if you took a look at the thumbnail, it's discovery again. Yes, my favorite videos, finding these fragrances for the first time to eventually make it onto my list and become some of my favorites, man. These are my favorite videos to do. So you already know the drill if you've been following my channel for any length of time. I appreciate any of y'all returning back to see these videos. And if it's your first time here, please do consider liking and subscribing. So yeah, man, I'm at the point in my collection where, I'm way past going into, department stores and trying to try on fragrances. A lot of these fragrances aren't gonna be in department stores like that, so I go do a lot of sampling, as I'm sure, a lot of the other bigger YouTubers do as well, unless you're in areas where, you're at big box, department stores, and they actually have, every single flanker of all these big brands available to you. They might have it like that down here where I'm at, but it's a time thing. I'm not really trying to do all of that. So I've been trying to barrel through, like I told y'all. I got probably over like 60 now at this point, just fragrances I haven't even tapped into. So I've been trying to push these videos out. It's usually been like 3 in the list, but it's gonna be 4 in the list today. And I'm not gonna say these are like hype beasts. These are ones that have just been high on my list to actually get through. If you haven't actually seen how I do it, I've been letting these fragrances basically dry down on an initial spray for like the last 30 minutes. I'm gonna spray it initially, individually, go to the dry down, then tell you exactly how I feel. So wasting no time, man, I'm going right into it, and we starting it off with the House of Mind Games. And this one is J'Adoube Oud. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's get right into it here, see what's going on. Red currant, mandarin orange, pomegranate, rose, patchouli, amber, and leather. I picked this one out for the red berry notes in this one, okay? I've been trying to at least capture one of those. I tried on a previous video that French Defense from the House of Mind Games. It was all right, it was a little bit too soft, a little pillowy, cherry. I got it, great fragrance, perfectly unisex, but I didn't think it was really for me. Beautifully blended, but this one I can tell you right now, I like where this one is at, above that French Defense. This is light. Okay, there's a hint of leather in here. Rose, slightly sweet. I like this. Wow, unoffensive. Right, this is definitely unisex. This is, yeah. Man, I would like it if a woman wore this as well too. Wow, this is really good. Wow, okay. I can kind of see some of the hype. So I do believe that, out of all the ones on this list today, I feel like this is probably one of the ones that has gotten a little bit of the most hype that I've actually seen, like online, reading about and seeing people talk about a little bit. So a little bit excited about this one, and so far it actually hasn't disappointed. Again, soft. I feel like this is spring. I don't know about summer during the day. Definitely fall and definitely winter. The sillage on this one is probably crazy. I already like this. I can tell you that this might be my first Mind Game fragrance I'm going to buy. I immediately smelled Gambit when I saw the notes on that one, and I just hadn't purchased it yet. But this one right here is above Gambit for me. It's in a different direction. This is actually Close Encounter. This is date night. I would not wear this to the office. Definitely Netflix and chill, Close Encounter for sure. This is something that I feel like the ladies will like and potentially wear. I'm gonna go straight to the dry down because this is one I can tell you right now, I already like this. This is definitely gonna be my first purchase from the house. Let me go to the dry down here, let's see. Okay, now what's interesting, I feel like this is dried down into a little bit more of the leather. A lot of that fruit is not there anymore, at least on the test strip. So, this is one I'll probably still have to wear. I was hoping it stayed around where it at least opened at, but this is still cool. It's a little bit more rose and leather right now. I still like it, but it is, a lot of that fruit that was in the initial is not really there like that. So I'm not gonna take it back what I said, but I will say that this is one I'm probably gonna have to wear. So I'm gonna jump through this sample and see how this reacts to the skin. Man, I really did like, you can tell the difference. If any of you have actually smelled this fragrance, hop in the comment section. You can tell the difference from the initial to the dry down with this one, because there was more of that fruit up top, whether it's the red currant, pomegranate, mandarin orange, blended, whatever. It's still there, but it's slight. It's not a huge leather, like, you know, African leather, remember, something like that. It's not slapping you in the face leather, but you know how like even ombre leather from Tom Ford, it's still got a little bit of sweetness in the dry down. I feel like this is missing that, but it's still really good. So leather lovers, definitely try this one out. Leather with fruits, if you're into that, or, you know, citrus, red berry, definitely try this one out. I'm giving this one a spin, but if it does react with my skin properly, this still might be the first one I'm gonna buy from the house of Mind Games, and that's J'Adoube. Right into the next one, man. We're going into the house of Oman Luxury. This is Paramour. Never smelled anything from the house, okay? Let's see what's up. Raspberry, saffron, grapefruit, cinnamon, basil, caramel, leather, tonka bean, amber, and patchouli. This is different, light. Obviously very spicy based on the notes I just read off. I like this, but I don't know what I'm actually smelling yet. I don't. Definitely Middle Eastern, but not like super heavy Middle Eastern. I think I talked about this in one of my last videos. I actually like some Middle Eastern fragrances, but I find them a little bit more difficult to wear in the heat where I live. So, you know, I only own one, and I don't really wear that one that often. It's definitely for fall and winter, so this is definitely the time right about now. But this is a lighter, spicier one. I can't say yay or nay on this one. I might need to just jump straight to the dry down because I can't really get a lot out of this one. I heard this house is kind of beast mode though, so let's see. All right, this is the dry down. I like this, especially for a Middle Eastern style fragrance. It's a little light. Honestly, this isn't gonna be the best review on this one because it's almost too light. The only thing that I do like about it is the fact that it is kind of light, because some of the Middle Eastern fragrances are just a little bit too strong for me. So like I said, I don't really like wearing them because I feel like, you know, even with like a couple sprays, you really lighten up the room. And I don't really like to announce myself like that. This is light. It's kind of fresh to a degree too, but I'm gonna be honest. Again, this one, I really can't pick up on this one. I don't know what's going on. This has been drying down for about 30 minutes. I heard this house was a little bit stronger. I like the fragrance, but not an immediate buy for me. Probably one I'm gonna have to basically wear. So I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm neutral with Paramour here from the house of Oman Luxury. Can't really say what direction I will go with this one. This is one I'm just gonna have to try. Headed over to the house of Electimuss. Okay, this is actually my first one from the house. Late to the party again, I know, okay? And we kicking off the house of Electimuss with the fragrance called Auster, okay? Now I read about this one. I'm not gonna act brand new. I heard this was a little bit of the older set, but that's okay. But yeah, sometimes that's all right. I can actually get with that. So right here, okay, fresh. It definitely is a little bit mature. Star anise, lemon, geranium cloves, patchouli, ambergris, and cedar. Freshy fragrance, definitely a little bit more mature. I can say already. I don't know what the dry down is going to be like, but it's bright. This is really like a freshie. Non-offensive as of yet, but this is definitely not for the younger set. So I can tell you right now, this may not even be this may not even be 30 plus. This might be like 45 plus. Nothing wrong with that last statement. I'm just keeping it a buck. I like to tell the truth on this channel, and I really feel like that this is probably for the older, more distinguished gentlemen, okay? I don't think that this is a fragrance for all the young boys out there. You know, this is not something that I feel like the ladies in that young set are really gonna be attracted to. But I do feel like this is a nice, older, regal, sophisticated fragrance. Is this something that I would actually put in my collection right now? No, I'm sorry. I like this. They say that this is very similar to Bodicia's Blue Sapphire, which I haven't smelled anything from that line as of yet either. There is one on this list, but it's not Blue Sapphire. But I like this. Let's just go right to the dry down. Still a lemony, bright, kind of woody, freshy. Dry downs right here. Now it's calmed down a little bit. It's not that bad. Not as bad as the initial. I wonder how this would do actually on clothes and what the sillage is like with this fragrance. The initial though was a little, I'm not gonna say pungent, but it wasn't super, it didn't seem like super pleasant to me like a lot of freshies that are out there. So non-offensive, definitely calmed down a lot more than that initial right here. So it's, you might have dropped down to the 30-something set. Still probably not gonna be putting this one in my collection as of yet. You know, I feel a little bit youthful, even though I'm not. My check engine light just came on last week, but still an amazing fragrance. So I'm definitely gonna throw this one out there for the older set. Grab and go, freshy fragrance, perfect for the work site. Definitely for spring and summer, and this can probably definitely push through the cold air in the fall. I don't know about the winter. Still an amazing fragrance, beautifully blended. Just not for me right now. From the house of Electimuss, this is Auster. Last but definitely not least, ending the list with another first, and this is coming from the house of Bodicea The Victorious. A little excited for this one. I have read a little bit about a hype, and this one is Bodacious, okay? Oriental vanilla fragrance. All right, let's see what's up. Cherry, almond, clove, heliotrope, rose, tobacco, tonka bean, ooh, vanilla and musk. Oh yeah, this is serious. This I like more than that J'Adoube. This is actually really nice. I heard some hype about it, you know. Wow, this is sweet. This is thick. This is spring. This is fall. This is winter. This is not summer. This is too thick. Too heavy for the summer. Yeah, this is definitely pushing through the cold air. I do like this. Women will like this. I went for this one for the cherry as well. And if you don't know, I'm a huge tonka bean fan. If you've been following my channel for a while, that's definitely a note I like in a lot of my fragrances. And I search for fragrances for particular notes. That was definitely one of them, but this is a win. So I can tell you right now, both of those fragrances, be it J'Adoube from the House of Mind Games, and this, which was gonna be my first purchase from the House of Bodicea, this Bodacious, wow, this is a win. The sillage on here is probably crazy. I am smelling the dry down right now. Perfectly unisex. Definitely something that I feel like the ladies will actually like as well too. Wow, this is actually close encounter. I would not wear this to the office. I feel like you're doing too much. But definitely date night. Definitely like Netflix and chill. This is a win, and we in a season for this one right here, right now. So wow, this is this is what I do it for right here, man. So yeah, shout out to the house of Bodicea The Victorious. This is Bodacious. If you like the notes of cherry, vanilla, tonka beans, something a little thick, it's not necessarily gourmandish, but it does have a sweet undertone to it. This is definitely something you need to go ahead and get a sample of, okay? So y'all made it with me to the end of the video, and I appreciate that, man. These are my favorite videos to make. So if you got any benefit from any of this content today, please do consider liking and subscribing. And you already know, I'm gonna see you on the next video.